time to recognize the contributions and influence of Asian Americans and Pacific Islander Americans in history. So today, we want to celebrate one of our regular guests here on Bloom, functional medicine expert Dr. Cathleen Gerenger, and her friend, ophthalmologist Dr. Nguyen. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us here.
Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful discussion. And we should say this book that we have here, Weeping Under the Sandwomb, is your picture. Isn't it right, Dr. Kathleen?
Yes, that's my picture at the age of 4, and that's my donation of the Salvation clothes. We lived in poverty when we got here to this country.
And you were just 4?
I was just 4.
And you had a similar experience?
Yes, I came to the United States in 1982, and I was 7 years old. So I was born in Vietnam, and I remember quite a bit during the escape from Vietnam.
And you came here at such a young age, but today you're both such accomplished women, and I know that didn't come easy.
No, there was a lot of struggles. There was a lot of discrimination. There was a lot of learning on our own.
Absolutely, absolutely. My parents were uneducated. We lived in a fishing village in Vietnam. So when we first came to the United States, my parents just try to find jobs to make ends meet, and then they just wanted to encourage the kids to just go to school. So during this time period, we had no directions from parents. We just went to school and come home, and that was hard to navigate.
But education was very important for your parents. I mean, obviously
Absolutely.
They promoted this, and you both believe after this experience, through a lot of hardships, that the American dream is a true possibility. A lot of people think it's lost, but you both believe it is here.
Exactly, and it takes a lot of hard work. And that's what our parents instill in us. Be resilient and a lot of grit and a lot of hard work to get our dream, to get where we need to be at, even through medical school.
Absolutely. When I was in high school, I was told I couldn't get into college. I was told to apply to community college, but I actually worked my way to get into Brown University. And even when I was at Brown, I was told that you can't get into a medical school, and we just have to find our own way to move on. And I was very determined. I didn't take no for an answer, and I was very resourceful and have mentorship. And then I went to the University of Hawaii for medical school. So it's hard doing the process, and especially when you don't have a mentor. But just determination, persistent, and hard work, I think your American dream can be achieved.
Now, how are you guys passing the torch on to people you mentor, to children? I mean, I always wondered, as a first generation being here and living the American dream, how do you pay it forward?
Well, we belong to a Vietnamese American Medical Profession Association, where we all, group of physicians and medical providers, we come together and really help to integrate and motivate and inspire the onboarding students that want to go into medical school or that doesn't have that parental guidance like we did. We had to learn how to navigate ourselves. Like, I'm the last one to be picked on any kind of sports team,
Absolutely. In my office, I have a private practice, and therefore I can accept students to come and mentor or do shadowing. And I have students ranging from high school to even in residency, or medical school. If they want to do ophthalmology, they come to see me, and then I help them sort of figure out how to be the most competitive student so that you can get in the door. And I review their essays, and I help them with research projects and publications.
I think that's really, really incredible. And I think this book is really cool, Weeping Under the Same Moon, because while it is fiction, it does share a story about you and your sister, correct?
Yes. And what the title of the book, Weeping Under the Same Moon, I came in a family of 13 kids.
Wow.
And so my parents, what they did was that we were known as the boat people. So he separated each and every one of us on a different boat, because if God forbid if something happens, he'll still have some kids survive. And if we look in the sky and look at the moon, we're still together.
That's beautiful.
That was.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming and sharing this beautiful story. It was very inspiring for all of our viewers. We appreciate you both.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We're going to post this story on our website, bloomtampabay.com.